Is China violating human rights? Is China crushing the minorities? Yes, says a group of US lawmakers. And these lawmakers have now urged the United States to impose sanctions on Chinese officials. And these lawmakers say are responsible for human rights abuses of minority Muslims in Xinjiang. The US lawmakers also say the Xinjiang is being turned into a high-tech police state. The group led by Senator Marco Rubio has made the call in a letter to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin. The allegation is that Muslims in China's far western region of Xinjiang are being subjected to arbitrary detention, torture, restrictions on religious practice and culture, and a digitized surveillance system so pervasive that every aspect of daily life is monitored. But China maintains that Xinjiang faces a serious threat from Islamist militants and separatists who plot attacks and stir up tension between the mostly Muslim Uyghur minority and the ethnic Han Chinese majority. The US letter has not gone down well with China, which has not only rejected the accusations but has advised the US not to threaten sanctions.
First of all, I want to point out that if you see the problem in perspective without bias, China's minority policies and human rights conditions are much better than that in the US. We have seen many human rights white papers exposing various issues in the United States in terms of racial discrimination and human rights protections, so I don't think the US lawmakers are in the position to blame China for issues of ethnic minorities. As for the issue of religion and belief, Chinese government guarantees freedom of religion of Chinese citizens according to the law, and Chinese citizens are free to choose to believe or not to believe and what to believe in accordance with law. It is their freedom. We hope that US will face and respect the facts, abandon prejudice and stop the actions or remarks that harm China-US mutual trust. I would like to advise the individual US lawmakers to focus on and well perform their duty because they are spending the American taxpayers' money. They should certainly serve the American people properly instead of poking their nose in other countries' affairs and pretending to be a human rights judge. I advise them not to make wild allegations or threaten to impose sanctions at every turn on other countries.
But can China also ignore the United Nations Human Rights Panel, which said earlier this month that it had received many credible reports that 1 million ethnic Uyghurs in China are held in massive internment camps?